So with the concerts that are happening in Singapore, this is fun. So for those of you who don't know, this is recorded in mid-January,
Yep.
2024.
Yep.
So Singapore this year, we're sort of being blessed by the heavens right now, and maybe Singapore Tourism Board as well.
Yep.
So in January we have Coldplay.
Yep.
Later this month.
Yep.
Performing 6 shows, 55,000 tickets per show. That's 330,000 tickets.
Yep.
Then in February we have Ed Sheeran.
Before that, January we have... was it January?
January?
Taylor Swift?
No.
Okay.
So February we have Ed Sheeran.
Yep.
Performing a sold out show, 55,000 tickets plus a small intimate show.
Yep.
So total 50 plus thousand tickets as well.
Yep.
Ed Sheeran. In March.
Okay, March is...
first and second week of March, we have Taylor Swift. The only stop in Asia other than Tokyo. So it's Tokyo and Singapore. So you see Singapore sort of elevating itself. Tokyo, Singapore, sort of synonymous. 6 shows, 2 weekends.
Yep.
300 plus thousand tickets as well, sold out.
Yep.
I have friends from Taiwan coming in to Singapore, even though they're closer geographically to Tokyo, but they were coming to Singapore to watch Taylor Swift.
Yep.
And then just recently announced Bruno Mars in April.
Yeah.
So my wish list is The Weekend in May.
Oh.
So let's keep that streak running. But as a musician, I'm also very deep into live music. What are your thoughts about all these world-class pop acts, pop rock acts, whatever, choosing to perform in Singapore versus, let's say, Hong Kong, and other big places like Shanghai, Bangkok, Thailand. So what are your thoughts about that? What about them selecting to come to Singapore? And as a music fan as well. Huh?
Yeah. No, I think like what you said, right? We've been blessed that it's here. Not so blessed that the tickets are so hard to come by, even though it's 300,000 sometimes, right? For some of them, Coldplay and Taylor Swift. I think Bruno Mars might be the same issue as well, right? But I think the aspect that we did mention about live music that is essentially you kind of alluded to just now, which would be I'm paying to see someone perform and do something different. So sometimes it's just a visual spectacle as well, as much as the music is great and everything, right?
Right.
So essentially, production value does come into play.
Right.
I feel.
Yeah.
Right. There are, choosing my words wisely, there are artists that I would pay to see out of that lineup because because of the production value.
Right.
Others not so.
Right.
Right? If you get what I mean.
I know what I mean. No, I'll just say it for you this time. This dude, don't worry. There's no policy here. I call the shots. Right? This is my channel.
Okay.
I call the bloody shots. We're not smearing anybody's name. The person he's talking about is Ed Sheeran. So Ed Sheeran, he performs live. It's him, a guitar, no band usually.
Yep.
But sometimes once in a while you get a rapper that comes on, Stormzy.
Yep.
But other than that, he's a guitar. I'm gonna pay $200 plus US.
Yep.
To watch Ed Sheeran, or $200 plus to watch Taylor Swift, or Coldplay.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch Taylor Swift or Coldplay.
Exactly.
Right, because in terms of production value, the confetti for what it's worth, and in terms of the lights, the band they do because it's the band they run around. It's not just Ed Sheeran. Unfortunately. So while I like Ed Sheeran's music, it's nice to sing at karaoke from time to time. Out of the four artists that we just listed, he probably rank at the last two, if anything. So right. And speaking of Taylor Swift, are you going to any of these shows?
Fortunately, I could get tickets. I tried.
But you're not going to any of these shows.
Bruno Mars, I'm definitely going to try. I might even buy it if the resale market, right? If I can't. No, it's the kind of thing like again. Taylor Swift, so I used to listen to a lot of her songs all the way until 1989. So was quite a big fan back then. Just fell off a cliff after that in terms of me listening. I just couldn't keep up, right? But even then, I would still think I would watch her. Just because of the production value, I want to see how it's done. And for me, as a musician as well, in terms of looking at the arrangement and how she changes things from a live setting, it actually is very interesting.
Right.
And it's engaging as well, right? It's just that drawing you in. And I think you think about the juxtaposition versus the artist that you mentioned,
Ed Sheeran.
Mr. Sheeran.
Sorry, Ed Sheeran. Good watch collector as well.
Yeah.
Maybe just to interrupt.
Go.
Your G-Shock is not that great. From the tattoos on both of your arms, I mean, I like your music. You're a good composer. You're a good writer.
Yeah.
But in terms of artistic taste maybe slightly lacking in the area. I mean, no, it's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I like his music. It's just a personal opinion, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So you're saying
So, in that sense, if you just to compare both, right? One, you're getting an album version and more, which would be, say, Taylor Swift, Coldplay, and whatnot. Another one, you're getting a stripped down version of the album, and at times not as full.
Yeah.
If I wanted to see that, I could watch YouTube.
Correct.
To be honest,
I think this point I can resonate with, because as you said, I'm not a musician per se.
Yep.
But when I listen to music, I listen to instruments.
Yep.
The how the whole band synergistically comes together.
Yep. Yeah.
So I actually listen to drummers. I can listen to a song 5 times in a row, listen to each instrument once. That's how sick I am. I'm a sicko from that regard. I think maybe you are as well.
Credit where credit is due. He's a great songwriter. He has written for a lot of people. Love the lyrics and everything is meaningful and whatnot and emotional. But production value is what I said. Like, essentially, you've seen now with the advent of social media and everything, you've seen street performers who can kind of do similar
things.
Unfortunately, they didn't write the songs, they're not as famous.
Yeah,
right?
Agree. So I think no, that's a very salient point. So I think for live music wise, I have to round this part off. I have a standing offer to a colleague of ours who got Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh wow!
He got 4. He's a he. He has 4 tickets. I gave a standing offer.
Yeah.
If let's say one of these 4 people decides to bow out, cannot make it, tummy ache, a sprained ankle, diarrhea.
Yep.
I'm willing to pay 3 times of your retail, of your retail price to go, just for the spectacle.
You sound like you're going to instigate those things that you said. Oh,
it's fine.
The person has stomach ache.
I'm just here for controversy. Taylor Swift fans, if you're watching, press the dislike button. I don't care, right? Or comment whatever you want to comment. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm all fine and daddy. It's just I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I listen to Led Zeppelin. I listen to blues musicians. I'm a bit serious. I do listen to The Weeknd though, but The Weeknd has production value, I think. So that's maybe another point to talk about. So The Weeknd, if you're watching this as well or listening into this, please come to Singapore. Follow your fellow North American comrades. Just come to Singapore. You want to. I think 2 shows, 3 shows easily you sell out. I'll go to every show if possible. I think big fan. Love Michael Jackson since I was in kindergarten. I think you are in a similar vein in terms of the song that you produce. So this is a cry for help or a cry for your attention to come here. So please come.